What's up, guys? I wanted to do a quick run through of what I did to get these to work here. This is the FCX18. I got the LC80. Good old Land Cruiser. These shock blades, they're called Shock Flex Blades by Injora. They're for an SCX24. Took a lot of modifications. If you're not willing to cut on your RC, like I had to trim this battery box here. If you're not willing to cut on it, you just Flex Life's not for you. So there's two in the pack. There's two different. One's the front with the F. One's the rear with the R. Okay. I did use those the way that they were intended on the SCX. You know, right, left, right, rear, left, front, right, front. And that is, you know, I do have them on that way. But this is what stops this. So you can see it here. See, that keeps this in its track and stops it from overflexing. So this is what I started with. And this is how much I had to cut it to make it work. It's not the best side to be showing. So this is how much I've cut off of it. So pretty much just that long piece there on the rear. But you need to be careful when you're cutting it. You need to cut it as far as you can, because you're going to reuse that excess piece to connect it all. See there? That's the piece I cut off being bolted through, and I did have to, right here I have a drill. I had to drill this out and then come from this side. This is the drill I have. It's for a model. It's just like a model drill set, just an ultra precise, what do they call it? Precise pin vise. So that's what I drilled those out with. Oh, also this, the threaded part, those are the wrong thread for our shocks. Our shocks will not directly fit there. So what I did was I drilled the aluminum out. I drilled this out with a proper drill bit from there, and then I used our tap. This is a tap set I had to get, and I did have to tap it. So you're gonna have to get a pin vise, a tap set, and a lot of patience, and possibly a Dremel. Because the rear, you can see how close these get. You have to really sit there and mess with it, because it will hit. I spent a lot of time just kind of making this hole a little bit oblong so that it could slide as far as it could slide over, you know, so that it wouldn't hit. I could go a little more. You could get it where it doesn't touch, but it's flexing so much I wasn't really worried about it. But that's the rear. So the front, this is what the front used to look like. I did take some pictures. I'm gonna try to add it into this video if I can. So the front, you can see I trimmed off that whole front piece there, but I left a decent bit of this end and I actually glued it to the inside of the receiver tray. So it's bolted again through. I did the same thing as the rear. I drilled this hole through so that I could put this nut, so I could put the screw through on the back side. And if you'll notice, right where the on off is, there's a hole. I had to drill a hole all the way through. The last thing I did was fish in this switch. It was kind of involved. I've already trimmed this before because I have this bigger servo and I had to clearance right here. So this is open. You can see it. So I had to bolt everything together because it's bolted through there. So the battery tray, if I ever need to take this battery tray out, you're gonna have to remove these bolts and the two that originally hold it on the bottom, right here on the bottom. So you always got to keep that in mind. It is kind of getting in the way, but also, I mean, it's worth it. So yeah, this side of it is glued and this side is bolted. You can see a little bit there. But yeah, that's a quick rundown of what I had to do. I did have to, trim these. But you see how good this works. I mean, the shocks are dead in line. It goes up and down like it should. I mean, I'm loving it. Look at this. That's a pretty good amount of flex. Alright guys, I'm gonna add some pictures, I'm gonna edit this thing up, hopefully I'll get a better video for you.